You can educate a fool, but you cannot make him wise. The world is filled with men who wear the mask of intelligence, but walk like sleepwalkers into their own ruin. They speak with confidence, but are driven by emotion. They chase comfort, yet wonder why they are weak. They drown in distraction, yet cry out for meaning. We do not speak of intelligence in the academic sense. No, we speak of wisdom. That deep, quiet power that cannot be bought, memorized, or faked. Today, we confront the 6 signs of a foolish man, not to ridicule, but to warn, to awaken. Because if we are not vigilant, we may become him. Or worse, we already are. 1. He reacts before he reflects. If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Epictetus. The stupid man believes that emotion is a weapon, but he forgets it cuts both ways. He hears an insult and erupts. He faces failure and collapses. He confuses his feelings with facts, his impulses with truth. What he lacks is pause, the sacred space between event and reaction. In that space lives the power of the Stoic. The wise man, when struck, does not strike back, not because he is weak, but because he has chosen restraint. Emotion is a storm, and the fool builds his home in the eye of it. The wise man learns to wait out the wind. 2. He seeks validation over virtue. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Marcus Aurelius. Scroll, 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 post, react, compare. The modern fool trades peace for attention. He performs instead of builds. He crafts an image instead of a character. This man is addicted to applause, but allergic to introspection. He chooses flattery over feedback, and so he grows outwardly but inwardly remains a hollow shell. The Stoics taught that virtue is its own reward, that the man who lives rightly needs no witnesses. But the fool, he needs an audience, because without it he doesn't exist. 3. He avoids pain and calls it strategy. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. The stupid man has made comfort his god. He will tell you he's calculating risk, when in truth he's avoiding challenge. He will tell you he's waiting for the right time, when in truth he is waiting to be free of fear. That time never comes. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is a forge. Ask any Stoic, the trials we endure are the fires that temper our souls. The wise man steps into discomfort, not recklessly but willingly. He knows the life of a coward is long but empty, and that every hour spent avoiding fear is an hour wasted feeding it. The fool runs from the cold, the Stoic breathes it in. 4. He talks much and learns little. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Zeno of Citium. The fool is a man of many words and few thoughts. He speaks not to understand, but to impress, not to teach, but to dominate. His ego is loud and deafening. True wisdom begins with silence. The wise man listens to the world, to others, to the quiet counsel within. He knows that learning demands humility, that speaking without knowledge is not strength but vanity. The Stoic does not boast. He does not shout his opinions like a man drowning in his own noise. He waits, observes, and when he speaks, the world listens. 5. He is slave to his desires. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. The stupid man mistakes indulgence for freedom. He thinks doing whatever he wants makes him powerful, but in truth, he is shackled by cravings, habits, lusts, pleasures. He is a puppet dancing to the pull of his passions. The Stoics saw desire not as a gift, but a trap. To them, self-control was the ultimate victory. Marcus Aurelius ruled the largest empire on earth, yet reminded himself daily that the only true kingdom is mastery over the self. The fool cannot say no, not to others and not to himself. And that is why he is not a man, but a child in a grown man's body. 6. He blames everything but himself. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Epictetus. When the fool fails, he points outward. The world is unjust. Others betrayed him. The timing wasn't right. He drowns in excuses, never once asking the only question that matters: what was my role in this? The Stoic understands that the world is outside his control, but his choices, his actions, his judgments, these belong to him and him alone. Responsibility is heavy. The fool drops it. The Stoic lifts it every morning like a warrior sharpening his blade. A wise man is he who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Epictetus. So, do we see the fool in others, or do we see him in the mirror? Because these 6 signs, impulsiveness, vanity, cowardice, arrogance, indulgence, and blame, are not rare diseases. They are ancient afflictions of the human soul. We all carry the seeds. The difference is whether we water them. To walk the Stoic path is not to claim perfection, but to wage war against our lower nature, to reject ease, to embrace hardship, to hold our emotions like a blade held by the flat, useful, but never to be gripped by the edge. We live in an age that celebrates noise, speed, and indulgence, but beneath it all there is a hunger, a yearning for something deeper, not louder, but stronger, not more, but real. That is the Stoic calling. So we do not seek to be clever, we do not chase status, we do not beg for praise. We build virtue like a fortress, and when the world falls apart, we remain. If this awakens something in you, share it. Spread the Stoic flame. Subscribe for more teachings drawn from the ancient minds who dared to live differently. And remember, the world doesn't need more men pretending to be strong. It needs men who are strong in silence. Be one of them.